What's up, YouTube? What's up, Rare Nation? This your boy LB, and I'm back once again with another YouTube video. So in this video, I want to discuss the first episode of Hard Knocks. So, what you all know, HBO is presenting Hard Knocks, Raiders training camp. So before I get into the video, I just want to remind y'all that I do have a sports talk page on Facebook. I have a sports talk page on Facebook. So this is in the description. It's the link in the description down below that says Sports Talk with Bradford Smith or Sports Talk with LB. It's in the link down below in the description. It's non-stop trash talk 24/7. 24/7. So in the beginning of episode 1 of Hard Knocks, it was like perfect. It was perfect. There's no part of Hard Knocks that I didn't like of episode 1. So I'm not gonna say it touched based on everything, but it like touched based on like the current events that's going on right now with the Raiders and training camp with the rookies and the veterans. So I like the excitement, man. I love the excitement. So in the beginning, you seen Jon Gruden full of energy, talking to his players and the teammates, coming together, talking about what it takes to win a Super Bowl. He talked about winning now, not winning later, getting guys who want to play football, guys who want to be Raiders, guys who are serious, guys who want to be here. So it touched based on that. Then it was like the pride, the commitment to excellence. So it showed that, and you seen like the energy, the pride, the love, the what's the other word beside energy? The passion for football. You seen players like full of life, wanting to be here, wanting to play hard, wanting to fight for a position. Then it went on to Derek Carr talking about his family, how his leadership role, like him becoming better, him wanting to be like the perfect example for the upcoming player, upcoming stars in the future. Him wanting to be a Raider forever. So it touched based on that. Then it went on to Antonio Brown and what's Antonio Brown going through with his energy, his leadership role as a football player. Him like it went on to him like making everybody else better, like making the defense better, like the way Antonio Brown's talent is, his talent, the energy he brings to that practice field. He's showing that this is what you're gonna see defense. This is what you're gonna see on the field every day, every game day. This is the type of energy that y'all gonna be matched up with. Like receivers, like Antonio Brown showing them like what type of people and receivers that they're gonna see on this football field during game day. And Antonio Brown is the best like wide receiver in the NFL. So what best way to bring the best out of our defense is putting the best wide receiver on the field against them. So you can see what our defense is really all about, because we got to face people like Tyreek Hill. Who else we got? I don't know the other receivers right now. I can't think of no receiver that we had to play from the top of my head. So, but we're going to face some tough competition. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. We're going to face some tough competition. So having Antonio Brown out there and Tyrell Williams out there, that's going to really help boost our defense confidence up. So that's what it really went about in the beginning. So then it went on to Jonathan Abram. I don't quote me. It might not be in order, but I know like that the main topics, like the main sections. So it's talked about Abram. Like Abram full of energy. Like he showed that he ready to hit. He ready to put pads on people. He ready like the ball. He ain't playing no game. He ain't out here to talk or play around. But it was mainly Gruden talking about getting this team together as one one voice, one sound, like stuff like that, man. One team. If we all look bad, if one person look bad, we all look bad. It's like about communication. Communication is going to be the key for our defense. The communication, but I ain't gonna just say the defense, but the offense as well. That's the team. Communication. If we can communicate, play together, and get along, because there's a lot of personalities. There's a lot of personalities. But with those different personalities, what people fail to realize is like, even though they have a lot of different personalities, they all have the same mindset. They have the same mindset. They have the same vision. And that vision is to terrorize other players. Terrorize other players, other team. Terrorize the opposing team. Jon Gruden talked about, it ain't about dreams no more. It's about nightmares. It's about nightmares. We're going to be a nightmare on the field. If you throw that ball down the middle, we're going to hit you. We're going to hit you hard. We're going to lay them pads on you. And that's what Jon Gruden want to bring to the Raiders. The Raiders used, back in the day, put fear in people. They put fear in players. They put fear in quarterbacks. They put fear in receivers. If you throw that ball down the field, you going to get hit. And that's what Jon Gruden trying to bring back. Because for 14 years, people went out there and played around with the Raiders. Played around. Said, oh yeah, we're going to beat the Raiders. We're just going to we're going to put up 50 points, throw 500 yards on the Raiders. But Jon Gruden want to show that this is not the same Raiders from 14 years ago, from the past 14 years. This is a new team. We're going to put fear in people once again. We're going to bring the Raiders back to excellence. We're going to bring this Oakland Raiders team back to the Al Davis days, where it wasn't that easy to get a first down. It wasn't that easy to pick up 3 yards. It wasn't that easy to break tackles. That's what type of energy Jon Gruden trying to bring back. And that's what I love about Hard Knocks. That's what it showed. That's what I picked up from it. That's what it showed. Then it went off to after Abram and the teammate being gathered together, talking, interacting with one another. Derek Carr took everybody out to eat. I think it went off to John Madden. And he talked about the sled, the 7-man sled, where most teams don't use it anymore. But mainly John Madden was trying to explain that you got to work together. You got to work together to get the job done. So when your 7-man sled comes along, we all got to hit it at the same time. So I like that part. That's what I got from it. Like working together. That's what John Madden was basically trying to say. You got to work together to get the job done. If one person don't hit it, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. If one person hit it at the right time, it ain't gonna work. So if we don't work together, we ain't gonna. Basically, Jon Gruden was explaining. I say John Madden was explaining that if you don't work together, you don't get the job done. As in getting to the Super Bowl. If you can't get along, if you can't work together, then the goal you're trying to accomplish isn't going to work. So that was basically what I picked up from it. So then it talked about Antonio Brown injury with his foot and him trying to. I already talked about Antonio Brown. What was it? It was some more. I really can't remember all of it, but I mainly touched on with most of everything. Then they talked about Richard Incognito. That's what it was. Richard Incognito coming back to the team, coming back to the Raiders after not playing last year, and what he can bring to the team, like the energy he can bring to the team. We already know how Richard Incognito is. Like, that's the type of guy we want on our team. That's the type of guy we need on our team, especially offensive line. Like, our offensive line need that energy. Derek Carr need that protection. So we all know Richard Incognito is suspended for 2 games. So we're going to be missing an important piece for 2 games. We're going to be missing an important piece for 2 games. So the Raiders really have to step up the game because they're going to be missing an important piece for 2 games. So Richard Incognito, the lead suspended for 2 games. So those 2 games will be two division games. I think it's the Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. So it can be very important to hold down these two games until he get back. So he's a tough guy. Richard Aquino is a tough guy, and that's what Jon Gruden wants. He wants tough players. He don't want players that don't want to work hard, don't want to work out, don't want to listen. Jon Gruden do not want that. Jon Gruden is about to get rid of people who don't want to be there, and Jon Gruden is not joking, nor is he playing around. So he already cut a player already. I don't know the person's name, but it's Ali, something Ali. So he not playing around. Before it, and the bad part about it, the 53-man roster breakdown about to come soon, and we about to play the Los Angeles Rams this Saturday coming up, and we're currently practicing with them right now. So yeah. So yeah. Then they had, at the very end, there was like a meeting to get together that the Raiders team always have for the alumni. Then I like the remembrance of number 21. I can't remember the guy's name, but there was a remembrance for him too as well, number 21. So yeah, man. This episode of Hard Knocks was wonderful. I loved it. It was great. And it was really, like, this is my first time ever watching Hard Knocks, and I have nothing bad to say about episode number 1. I have nothing to say about episode number 1. I always heard about Hard Knocks, but I was never able to actually watch the episode because I was always working night shift. So I finally had time to actually watch Hard Knocks for the first time ever, and my team was the team that was on the episode. Oakland Raiders. Let's go, Raider Nation. But yeah, man, that's basically it, man. I really don't have anything bad to say. I loved the whole episode, and hopefully I'm able to watch episode number 2. So I get a thumbs up. Let's get this video 10 likes, and y'all give me y'all opinions if y'all seen episode number 1. But I just wanted to give my review about Hard Knocks episode number 1. But it was a great episode, man. If you missed it, go watch it on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube as well. I think I seen it. But yeah, it was great, man. But all right, I'm out. Peace.